kept me around as your weakness. Keychains and flowers couldn't fix what I was. Silence and habit made me think we could keep this away from the fray. Left with nothing to say. My mama said those who don't listen don't feel this. What doesn't kill me makes me worse than I was. If I close my eyes then it still feels like the first kiss around for the sound, but I'm bringing you down. Maybe this time was the last time. I think we're running out of luck. Maybe enough was just too much. Thinking this time it could be fine. I think I'm falling out of touch. My words are always off the cuff. Just to keep this a secret. Heavy sedation makes me feel like we're fine. I carved your name into my brain like a team cut. It bleeds, then recedes. I give up, I concede. Breaking your trust, pretending we didn't need this. I've danced around you just to lighten the mood. Colorful phrasing couldn't help, we're defeated around for the sound, but I'm bringing you down. Maybe this time was the last time. I think we're running out of luck. Maybe enough was just too much. Thinking this time it could be fine. I think I'm falling out of touch. My words are always off the cuff. Nothing is quite the same, but we just keep avoiding this. Speak slowly, couldn't know me. We won't confront the past, despite the fact that if we don't, then this won't last. This time was the last time. I think we're running out of luck. Maybe enough was just too much. Thinking this time it could be fine. I think I'm falling out of touch. My words are always off the cuff. Maybe this time was the last time. I think we're running out of luck. Maybe enough was just too much. Thinking this time it could be fine. I think I'm falling out of touch. My words are always off the cuff.
Hello. Hello. I definitely did not forget to start VTube Studio on my phone. I don't know what you're talking about. There we go. Now we're looking good. Now we're looking good. Oh, hey, old Wraith. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, nothing to see here whatsoever. So, today, we have something very, very exciting. We are building the Vtuber fertility tracker. Now, a couple of ground rules here. One, we are not taking this seriously. This is not meant to be a serious thing. Hey, just in case anybody comes in here freaking the fuck out. No, it is not meant to be serious. It is meant to make fun of the ovulation tracker. Of course. The ovulation tracker is controversial in itself. Now, I know some streamers who they think it's very funny and they are totally fine with it. I also know some streamers who think it is a horrific invasion of privacy. And you know what? They're all entitled to their opinions. I have my own opinion on it, and my own opinion is exactly why we are making a parody of it. And not just a parody, but a gender-bent parody at that. So, I have a loose, emphasis on loose, skeleton put together. We are going to vibe code the shit out of it, because it is not worth putting real effort into. Honestly, I feel like this is one of those instances where the parody would be lessened if we put real effort into it. We are so getting canceled. Cancel the fuck out of me. I don't give a shit. Like, cancel the fuck out of me. I do not care. I have said plenty of shit on Twitter the last few days that has been cancel worthy. I don't care. Just in case some idiots show up. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be real. If some idiots show up that are freaking out about it, they're probably not gonna read that. I don't care. I genuinely do not. It is what it is. So we are going to be vibe coding this. We're not taking it seriously. I mean, listen, don't ban them instantly. At least give some time to make fun of them for being stupid. I mean, of course, depending on how big it is. Now, we are also live on YouTube. And I think I have it set up correctly so that we are also live on YouTube Shorts. I think I did that correctly. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I think we're good. So anyway, we're going to have a good time with this. We're not going to take it too seriously. However, this is going to be turned into an actual real website when we're done. Like, I'm going to get a web domain. We are actually going to put it on the internet. Now, to double down on the lack of seriousness, I do have right here a lovely, lovely glass of ale. It is in fact a blonde ale, locally brewed. It's okay. It's definitely not the best ale I've ever had. It's not the worst. It's not the worst, but it could be better. Could be better. Yeah. So, let me kaboo. All right. So we have a couple of windows here. The window that you can currently see. This is the code here. Now, the other window that you cannot yet see is the actual website. As soon as I do this, boom. So we have this skeleton here. You can see we're going to be having the calendar. Now, the way I was thinking about doing this calendar is instead of having a separate tab for, or a separate page for every single person, because that sounds like a lot of work, we are going to quite simply have a calendar that you can filter. I feel like that's probably a whole lot easier, a whole lot less work. Man, I don't know why Twitch hates my viewer count right today. Like, it's not crazy, but it's like insisting that it's lower. Whatever. It probably knows what we're doing here and isn't happy about it. Anyways, this is where we're at. I have an extension here in VS Code that will allow us to do live updates on the page. So, for example, if I do this, it should... Oh. It should if I didn't fuck it all up. There we go. It should do live updates. Let me make sure that it is. What are we using to generate code? I am using Claude. Yeah, there we go. So we got the live update for the peak fertility based on random bullshit. So yes, we're going to be using Claude to generate the code. The first thing I need to do is get the calendar functional. Now, I am not going to be showing the Claude window on stream, simply because there is the occasional personal info flashbang in Claude. Use this AI Studio. I mean, I'm gonna be real. Claude is just the first one I found, so it's the one I went with. Yeah. Yeah, well, we can switch if issues come up, but I doubt it. The only issue with Claude is it can sometimes be slow. So while we are waiting for it to fix up the waiting for it to fix up the calendar. We're also going to need to come up with evidence, and we're going to need to come up with methodology. So, vibe coding is surprisingly invading even big companies. Yeah. So, I know people have all kinds of opinions on AI. And, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion on it. However, the harsh reality is AI is not going away. You can kick, you can scream, you can complain all you want. AI is not going away. And just like every other technology throughout history that has upended various aspects of society, the reality is, if you are the person on the sidelines kicking and screaming that you don't want it, you're going to get left out of the conversation about it. People who sat there kicking and screaming about how the printing press was terrible and that people shouldn't have easy access to books got left out of the conversation. People who did the same thing with computers, with the internet, with smartphones, every single time they get left out of the conversation as everybody else moves forward. AI is no different. If you want to be part of the conversation, be part of the conversation about how it can work, how it should work. Don't just say no and stamp your feet, because you will get left out. Rayloff, hello, welcome in. Welcome in. It is indeed this stream. Exactly, don't just complain, offer solutions. Like, if you feel that it is a problem that AI does not compensate artists, which it absolutely is a problem, then rather than saying, no, this means no AI, say, you know what? How can we make it so that AI will be able to compensate artists? There are indeed a lot of types of AI. This is absolutely true. Large language models, image generators, they are a small subset of AI. All right. All right. Let's throw this update in here. Hit save. And let's check the website now. Nope. Let's kill this disclaimer, because that disclaimer defeats the purpose of this. Like, yes, it is obviously parody, but it's obviously parody, but the whole thing is still not the parody is defeated by having a disclaimer about it. All right. Now I am trying to figure out why this calendar isn't rendering. Oh. So, okay, here is part of the problem with vibe coding. Alright? So, Claude's like, alright, the calendar should work. Alright, so we got the class, calendar grid, ID, calendar grid. Great. Comment. generated by JavaScript. End. The fuck do you think that's gonna do? We need the calendar. We don't need just a placeholder of generated by JavaScript. Like, for anybody that thinks AI is coming for your job, don't worry that much. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. The good news is the vertical stream does look like it's working properly. Wait, do they actually have degrees for prompt engineering? Like, is that actually a thing? They have full-on courses related to using AI. I mean, I can understand individual courses. I cannot understand a degree in prompt engineering. Yeah. So anyway, we. Okay. All right. AI is such a pain sometimes, but I'm not particularly familiar with HTML, so rather than spending 30 hours learning HTML, I'll spend the extra time to just prompt it. So anyway, while we are waiting for Claude to Claude and be Claude, methodology. Let's talk about methodology for a second. What kind of ridiculous, pseudo-scientific bullshit are we doing for our methodology? Like, I don't currently have anything in that tab. The tab doesn't even properly open. So we got like a pretty blank slate here. Now that is a question. It is indeed the question. So, on the one hand, I don't want to be too serious. Like, I don't want any sort of, like, particularly accurate idea. But I also want it to seem still plausible. Like, part of the point of parody is it makes people stop and think. So, what are we going to do with it? This is the question. Exactly, Rayloff, exactly. Nah. I want Claude focus. We're gonna let Claude do coding. And just let it stick with that. Since it takes a little bit for it to do what it needs to do. So use ChatGPT? Oh, God. ChatGPT is going to have a fucking conniption. What's the worst that can happen? Terrible life choices. Quick question about how we are using Claude. Are you using it to generate one script at a time? Yeah. Again, we are not we're not worried about efficiency. We're not worried about anything like that. Like the inefficiency, the laziness, all of that is contributing to the parody of it. Like the whole idea that it is not a good process, that it's not a serious process, all of that is feeding into the concept behind it. It's like how with a lot of artists, part of the idea. Oh yeah, no. So will Claude. So when I identified the problem of just the placeholder text, Claude is generating the entire thing all at once right now. Now, granted, I'm not particularly thrilled with Anthropic at the moment, but that's besides the point. All right, let's see how badly... Okay, cool. And again, Claude insists on putting this freaking disclaimer in. I guess it's like uncomfortable with the concept without it. But that's okay. That is A-okay. We can make it work. Perfect. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. Okay. I just had to... No, so here's the thing. Like, I understand the motive behind putting a parody disclaimer on it. However, stamping something as satire, stamping something as parody, often diminishes the commentary effect on it. Because part of the idea behind good parody is that it's supposed to look like it's legit. You're supposed to get that pause out of somebody. It's not supposed to be just, oh, this is parody and we're done. Now, of course, that's not a mark against anybody who generates parody that is stamped as parody. There is more than one way of doing parody. But the way I want to do the parody is I want it to just look legit until you read it and get like, wait, what? Like, I want that wait, what? Like, right here. Our rigorous scientific methodology. No, this is entirely made up, and that's the point. Alright, so we do now have a full skeleton. Let's see what happens here. Let's do a 1/15 2026. That's a couple weeks ago. Let's ooh, hang on. I made this tweet yesterday. So we'll put 30. And of course, since I made the tweet, it is obviously brain dead behavior. We'll call it parasocial bait. Go moderate. Then submit to the archives. Oh, and look at this. Okay. Do we want to display the content or just show the link? We're not going... I am not going to display the content in here. For the simple purpose of I don't want to give the opportunity for directly displaying things I don't want in there. Like, people on the internet have a tendency to be the worst things possible. And so I'm not looking for people to, like, show things I don't want them to. And so a link is pretty much the best we're going to get. All right, so we've got... So we've got the ability to submit research. So that is functional now. Now, the methodology. This is something we can work on. So let's actually swap back over here. Swap back over to VS Code. And we're going to edit our behavioral indicators. Okay, so how does this work? Does it track on a monthly basis or yearly? So it's going to be on a monthly basis. Once we have everything sort of in a confident format, what we're going to do is we're going to set up the calendar so that the peak fertility items, whatever people decide those are, will select a number of random days in the following months as, oh, this is when peak fertility is. So it's just going to pick random days. And then it'll pick days for like when there's mid-fertility, when there's low fertility. And it's just going to be just picking completely random arbitrary dates. Based on uploads. Alright, so... let's just make sure that... no, we are not doing any actual maths. It is going to just be... you upload it, and based on what you upload, it picks completely random dates. There is absolutely no real thought going into this. Alright, somebody give me a fertility indicator. Essentially, without the wrapper, it's just an unhinged behavior tracker. Exactly. That is exactly the point. You're getting it. Like at the end of the day, that is all the ovulation tracker is too. It is just an unhinged behavior tracker that's put in a wrapper that is a little bit creepy. Like, that's it. Ooh, simping, I love it. That definitely sounds like something to be high. No, don't autofill on me. I will let you know when I am ready for you to fill. No. God. Alright, now let's double check that worked properly. Oh, oh, what got fucked up in here? Ah, there it is. Slash TD slash... okay. And let's make sure now. Perfect. Okay. So now we've got simping in here as a mate seat. Oop, shit. Wrong one. So now we've got simping in here. Obviously, that is a high indicator. Mate seeking, high testosterone. Pretty straightforward there, I think. Pretty straightforward. I don't think anybody needs further explanation of that one. What else we got? Ooh, I know. So we got game rage intensity all the way up here. Unusual kindness to chat. All pretty straightforward. So I'm thinking unhinged behavior. Yep. You know what? Let's actually intentionally put some bad grammar in here. Now, let's call that medium. Because unhinged behavior towards chat, that could be an indicator. It could just be a weird day. And let's double check that we now have that. Oh, not towards chat. How about in chat? Oh, hang on. Unhinged behavior in other chats. I got you. So that one's just going to be the standard VTuber mating display and courtship dance. All right. All right, so now we've got that in here. Let's see. We need some more, like, low to medium ones. Need some more low to mediums. What's an example of low? Well, that is the challenge. Let's see. I've got an idea. Unusual platforming skills. Good platforming means low testosterone, obviously. I don't think that requires any further explanation. Instead of platform, let's change to gamer skills. We can just add another line. Like, we could just add lines all day. Hang on. There we go. Can't game if you're excessively horny. Like, that's just the way it is. It's just a fact. Close that. Oh, I missed a... I got something wrong. Here it is. We had a slight typo in the HTML. All right, we're good. What other unhinged behaviors are there? Ooh, that is a good question. That is indeed a great question. Oh my god. I am such an idiot. No. Oh. I just found out my YouTube stream was unlisted the whole time. So literally nobody could possibly see it. And unfortunately, the important one was the one that was unlisted. Like, I don't expect anybody to, I don't expect anybody to show up for the horizontal one. But the vertical one that shows up in short speeds, that's the one I'm actually worried about. Because shorts just have such amazing reach. Alright. Random model toggling. Alright. So is this going to be high or low? Or is it medium? That's medium. Low? Alright, so obviously that we're going to call that low because it's focused on non-sex things. That makes complete sense to me. Obviously, that is an absolutely proven scientific fact. Alright, so that gives us 3 lows, 1, 2, 3, 4 highs. We got 2 mediums. I think that's pretty good. Let me get our evidence updated so we can select these new items. The second you check your subscription, you found the stream. Awesome. That is good. Did you find the vertical one or the horizontal one? Because I have one of each going. Both? Sweet. Alright, so we've got that going. It is delayed though? Yes. So YouTube is always on a bigger delay than Twitch. It is just the way that it goes multi-streaming. I have not met a single streamer who doesn't have it delayed. A considerable delay? Like, what kind of delay are we talking about? Okay. There are probably some settings I need to tweak on it in the long run, but it'll be fine. A minute? That's a little long. But nothing I can really do about that. It just... I am not going to stress about it today. There are other things to worry about. And... Alright, cool. Alright, cool. We got our fertility indicators in. Oh, you can't even see what I'm looking at now. Boom. Alright. So we've got our checkbox of indicators. We've got our calendar. We've got our methodology. So I think what we need to do is go and add the chaotic random selection. How do we add a VTuber? Because like some people might misspell or change capitalization. How do we handle that? Let's come back to that. Because that is something I have considered, but I haven't actually put proper thought to yet. My initial thought is I don't care. The other thought is when somebody adds a VTuber for the first time, that just sort of locks it in, and then you can people select like, oh, this is the correct spelling or whatever. Yeah, no, So I have some auto moderation set up in the code. So in the code, things like profanity, light sexual comments, that sort of thing, they're allowed. But any sort of like isms or graphic description, that sort of thing, those automatically get blocked. But I don't want to do active moderation. Like, I have no desire to sit there and approve or deny anything. Again, that is more effort, which defeats the concept of the parody. Like, are the adult site links blocked? So, yes, for the big ones. So, like, obviously, there are more adult sites out there than I can possibly think of. But anything that, like, I can proactively prevent for being, like, explicit sexual content is being prevented. But, I mean, there is a limit to what can be done. There are functions, or I will make sure that there are functions, I should say, that allow manual moderation for things that need the manual moderation. Like, because people are gonna troll, they are gonna be idiots. So things that could get me having a visit from the police are blocked. And then I have the ability to like handle things as needed. Like we're not being dumb about this. Sure, there's a Git list of them. Probably. That is a good thought. That is a very good thought to look for. Alright, so let's try just adding and let's pick a random tweet. This tweet looks good. And so if I do this. All right, so we submitted this one. Yes, okay. So now it is so now we have random future dates being chosen. Sweet. All right. So now when evidence is submitted, it goes and it puts it as some random future date. Or it predicts random future dates for it. That's beautiful. All right. Can you give me the link to that Git list that you found? And I will quite simply yeah, please do. I will quite simply have that, Git list just be blocked. Perfect. Yeah, no, that's definitely not a link for to put in the Twitch chat, that's for sure. Twitch would have a field day. Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, as long as the we don't need several, just the one is plenty. It's just shoring us up for any potential problems. There are thousands of websites on that list. I mean, at least hundreds. Like, oh yeah, no, there are thousands. Holy shit. No, 10,000, 12,000. There are almost 16,000 websites on that list. Yeah, no, there are 16,000 websites on that list. That is plenty. I mean, it sounds like a lot. It is a tiny, tiny fraction of porn websites out there. Like, porn is the biggest content form on the internet, bar none, by every single metric you can conceive. Total number of websites? As of early 2026, approximately 1.34 billion websites. So even though 16,000 is a lot, it's also a very tiny fraction. Yeah, billion. However, a lot of those websites are gonna just be sort of like dead domains, so to speak. Like, I doubt there's 1.34 actively maintained and used websites. And I also wonder how they divide them up. Like, when I was in school, there was this website called Zanga. And I don't know if it's still around. Everybody had a Zanga. It was basically a blog. And there are only 16K of the spicy one. Something ain't right here. I mean, it is... You have to prioritize somewhere. Like, you can't go and just make a list of every single porn website there is. Like, at some point, there is a cutoff. And even... like... with lust actually being a sin that don't look right? I mean, I think it's something like a third to a half of all websites on the internet are porn. Now, I am not going to test that filter on stream. I will test that filter off stream because I don't want to put a link in here and get banned for testing moderation. We're just not going to do it. We are not touching that one. Active are 106 to 190 million. Okay, that number sounds reasonable, but honestly a little bit low. Methodology looks good. 190 to 206, even that seems low. I was thinking it would be closer to like 500 to 750 million. So there are probably more there automatic. Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried about getting a complete list. I figured, like, a list of 16,000 is gonna capture all of the ones that are likely to come up. Like, we don't need to put a crazy amount of effort into this. Just having the basic automatic moderation there is plenty. I mean, so, yeah, there... I mean, you know what? If that is what it turns into, I am totally okay with that. Like, again, this is not supposed to be serious. Like, if it turns into a repository of all the dumb shit that VTubers do, I am okay with that. The idea is to make fun of the ovulation tracker and do it in a lighthearted way rather than angry freaking out about it. Because angry freaking out, angrily tearing things down, excluding people, none of that actually works to accomplish anything. Okay, so... Alright, let's take a current real-world example, okay? I don't know if you saw all of the stuff going on with Rev Says Desu and Advanced GG and all of that. So, Advanced GG was sort of a competitor to GamerSups. Not really, they were a lot smaller, but they kind of were. And Rev Says Desu was one of their affiliates. Maybe more than that, I don't know. But Rev Says Desu came out in support of ICE. And I don't know if you've been paying attention to the news or not, but that might be a slightly controversial topic in the United States right now. And so, tons of their affiliates were all just, we're dropping Advanced GG, we're no longer affiliated with them. We're done because they aren't dropping Rev. Now, I don't particularly like Rev. I think his content is not good, to say the least. It's full of hate. And I do not support anything ICE is doing right now. They have a important mission that does have relevance in the world. But the way they're doing it is very bad. However, trying to go and exclude people, terrible. Like, you're not going to accomplish anything. That is a crazy thing to bring up. I know. I know. Go ahead, cancel me. I don't care. But the point I'm making is people getting angry, freaking out, going and excluding because of different beliefs, different statements. It never actually works properly. It doesn't accomplish what you want. The only thing that those VTubers who rejected Rev, like who pushed Advanced GG to drop Rev, the only thing they accomplished is hurting their income streams and giving Rev an even bigger platform. That is the sum total of what they have accomplished. We recently saw Hassan. Hassan was banned on Twitch for saying things I'm not going to repeat because I don't want to get banned as well. Asmongold has been banned multiple times for what he says. All of these people being banned and excluded for what they say, all that does is push them away, put them into an exclusionary space that furthers extremism, it furthers everything you want to stop, and it doesn't even limit their platform. If anything, it makes them bigger. If you want to actually do something about it, then you need to do something other than just freak out and try to cancel somebody. You don't like the ovulation tracker? Fine. I am not a fan of it either. That's the whole point of this. I'm not going to go on Twitter and freak the fuck out about it because that accomplishes nothing except gets more people there. Anyways. Rant over. Yeah, Rinaways, rant over. Shoot, where? Alright, so we have basic auto moderation. You will not rest till Rinaways is a thing. Fair enough. What? What other features do we need here? What other features do we want here? That is the question. Yeah, Rinaways, what features do we want here? We definitely need a filter. I already have a filter. There is a filter implemented that uses a regex to prevent any sort of like violent content, any sort of explicit sexual content, anything like that is filtered. We have the pornographic website filter. We have a user side filter where they can if there are reports that something's like inappropriate, it gets hidden. Oh, not that kind of filter. Oh, a VTuber filter. Thank you. Yep, I see exactly what you're saying. I think what it'll do is it will just it will just, whatever VTubers are in there. No, we don't need that. We don't need a get. What it'll do is the VTubers whose names are added will just be added to that filter. So like, if I'm added, you'll be able to select Rin Pieko from the drop down. If Porcelain Doll is or Porcelain Maid is added, you'll be able to select Joe Wall, that sort of thing. We don't need to worry about a get or anything. I mean, by all means, search for it. I'm gonna need to mark that rant down as potential short. It'd be nice if I can just use that rant. Alright, now I'm also going to be adding the removal request feature, because even though this is parody, even though it's lighthearted, even though we are literally going out of our way to make sure that this is not serious, if someone's not comfortable with being included here, I don't want them to be. Yeah, that... I don't think that there is an API for that. And if we're talking about starting to use import APIs, we are going more in depth than this is worth. The naive approach is absolutely fine. Hey, no worries, Rayloff. Get some rest. Get some rest. I know exactly what it's like to be dead from work. I actually had to work on my day job today earlier. It was tragic because it's a Saturday. Hate when my day job takes up my weekends. It doesn't happen often, at least. Yeah, again, part of the parody here is the low effort, low value approach. Like, the parody is not just the finished website. The parody is also in the effortless, we don't care approach to it. The jokes on the website. It's all part of the entire parody. It's... What I'm about to say is going to sound so much more conceited than I actually intend for it to sound. But it's the same reason as a Van Gogh is worth more than a person who perfectly replicates Van Gogh creating a painting. Like, we're getting canceled for it anyway. I mean, listen, if this gets me canceled, fucking cancel me. Fucking do it. Don't bitch out. Fucking cancel me. You'll laugh your ass off? I hope so. What the fuck? Hey, there we go. There's the reaction we're looking for. There's the reaction we're going for. Oh, well, welcome in, Evil Inspector. Welcome in. Oop, that's not... God, every single time it tries to shove that giant disclaimer right there. Should definitely put a bet on this. Probably. Let's leave it and remove it at the end. It's already removed. It takes no effort to remove it. All right, so okay, cool. So now we have the removal function. Even though this is parody, even though it's not meant to be serious and we're just making fun of the ovulation tracker, I do want to make sure that people are only included if they actually want to be included. Or if they are comfortable being included. I don't want to just be, you're here, deal with it. That doesn't feel bueno. All right. Maybe we add a drop-down month to the, or a drop-down to the month as well. Tabbing is fine. Tabbing is fine. It's not like you're gonna be able to look at this and actually get any useful information. Like, you upload a tweet, and then it's picking random dates over the next 3 months. No, it does not. It does not work with key inputs, unfortunately. Oh, I just realized I minimized that. I didn't want to do that. How does one add something like that? I would tell Claude I want the calendar to change months with the left and right arrow keys. Again, every single thing here is being vibe coded, with the exception of like the little manual additions we're doing. I am not fluent with HTML to be able to give you an answer to that. I cannot answer that question for you. Do we have unhinged rant in the list? No, but we're about to. Oh, hang on. We will add that one later. Here we are. Yeah. Unhinged rant, absolutely peak. And then we go up. And that should do it. Yep, we got it there. And Unhinged Rant is in there. We literally just went on one and almost did it. Yeah, I know. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. This is getting added to the list. You know that? Yep. Yep. Oh, I fully expect you to put me in here. We need a page about you. I will consider it. I don't particularly... I will consider it. I will credit myself for its creation, but this website isn't really about me. Like, it's not me that's the focus of this, so I don't want to turn it into that. Yeah, we'll add a credits page. Give me 1 second. Actually, hang on. There's an easier way. Actually, no, there isn't. We'll just do it this way. Now, what happens to the dates it selects randomly? What does it show on those days? Ah, that is a wonderful question. That is a wonderful question. So we've got these 2 test dates in. Now, here is a chosen future day. So, based on evidence from January 24, 2026, it shows it's a predicted day. The stars align for maximum gamer energy. Now, this is a low prediction. Come here. This is another predict. This one This is a high prediction. The algorithm has spoken. It flipped a coin. If we go to April, this is a medium. Statistical analysis of absolutely nothing suggests fertility. So it displays random ass dumb messages. I think we need to display high and low on the calendar instead of just small icon and color change. Maybe, but I do like the small icon and color change so that we can go like, so we can do something like this. Okay, fine. It's got a lot of negative space. I mean, you gotta remember, this is kind of not filled. Oh, I don't like how that displays. What if we do a dot for each, a separate dot for each entry? So that, like, if there's 30 things in this bubble, or in this square, it'll show a dot for each one. How about 2 layers? One for evidence, one for predictions? Yeah, we could do that. Let me get the dots separated, and then we will go and we will do something separate for predictions versus evidence. All right. I'm actually going to do 3 layers. I'm going to have a layer that is everything, a layer that is just evidence, and a layer that's just predictions. Because one thing that I want, if this like actually takes off, when I launch the proper website, is I want it to look full and chaotic and just look really, really stupid. Like, I want people to look at this and be like, what the fuck? The everything layer would be chaos and you're here for it? Exactly. Exactly. But I think this might be nearing the end of the like the active website development, which is amazing. It'll be just filling in whatever random other crap we want. Methodology is good. We know that submitting evidence works properly. Fertility counter is good. Power of vibe coding is immense. Yeah, as long as you're using it for the right things in the right ways. Like it was intentional that we did not take this seriously and just vibe code the shit out of it. But you're not going to be able to make a fully fledged, like, good app with the current power of vibe coding. However, what you can do is vibe code the mundane, repetitive stuff. Like, you're not going to be able to go and vibe code the cure for cancer. But you probably can vibe code the UI that will... that you'll use to figure it out. No. That is too much user-generated content for what I want. As soon as we introduce that, we introduce a need for more active moderation and more complex tools for people. I do not want to go into that territory. Not to mention, it's the internet, and we know what happens with the internet. Alright. There. Here. Cool. So now we have evidence on all data evidence only, which keeps those, but it shouldn't include anything else. Nope. Predictions only. Okay, so this is a predicted one, so that's working. And a predicted one. Good. How about an upvote system? Like, people can upvote true evidence and downvote, like, false evidence? That defeats the whole idea, though. Like, it's all supposed to be false evidence. None of it is serious. None of it is real. Like, that would just be downvote everything. We are going to very quickly switch. God. All right, there we go. Thinking more if somebody submits, like, someone else's rant as another person. That, I'm gonna be real, that feels like... That feels like a solution in search of a problem. I don't think we need to go that way. Loki, oh, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you, Loki. Lear, welcome in. Arch, welcome in. Holy good fucking god. How many was that? Everybody rating all at once? Hello, welcome in, Rock and Stone. How are you guys doing? How are all of you guys doing? We are nearing the tail end of our web development, or website development. We have vibe coded the fucking shit out of this website. Shall I show you its features? Shall I show you its features? So, as you can see, this is the homepage. We have a beautiful, beautiful calendar on the homepage. You can filter it. We have filtering by subject. We have filtering evidence only, predictions only. Now, when you submit evidence of something, it logs it on the day. And then it chooses a series of random days in the future that it claims this is when they're going to be fertile based on that evidence. There is no methodology behind it. It literally just chooses random days over the next 3 months. Now you can submit evidence. You submit the VTuber's name, the date of the observation, a link, preferably to Twitter or to a stream clip or something. Describe the behavior. Then you get your fertility indicators observed, because you've got to tell us why you're submitting this. You get your level assessment based on vibes. And then you hit submit. And it logs it into the calendar. Now, we have a very, very rigorously decided methodology. AKA, we sat here, we made up a bunch of bullshit. Now, as you can see, there are a number of very carefully researched criteria here. Ranging from unhinged rants, to unusual platforming skills, to random karaoke. Now, of course, if there is somebody that chooses not to participate, that's fine. All they have to do is submit a request here. They'll be removed. Their username is blocked from being submitted in the future. Because, you know, it's parody, it's making fun of the ovulation tracker. but we don't want anybody feeling uncomfortable with it. So that is the website. Like, it is built. I am going to be getting a domain for this. I am going to be building a database to actually run the whole thing. Those are not happening on stream because, I mean, we're just not doing that on stream. There is too much info going on there that I do not want to deal with. This is so peak? Yeah, that's the idea. It is satire, it is parody, it is peak. I went on a rant earlier about how calls to cancel people, calls to deplatform people, like trying to get companies to drop sponsors and all that, they don't work. All they do is the exact opposite of what you're trying to do. Instead, doing something like this, I think is just more effective by like several degrees. Yeah, anybody who has suggestions, I am more than happy to hear them. Like, I cannot guarantee that I will take suggestions simply because some suggestions go against the idea of this. Like, this is supposed to be low effort. It is not supposed to be serious. It is a joke. And so anything that's like diving into well, this is how we make it more efficient. We can add these like features to help people out. Those go against the idea. Like, putting no effort into this is half of the concept. Anyways, so I've cleared out all of our temp data and our test data. At this point, it is just a blank slate. Are there any more features to deal with? That is the question. Like, what other features would we want to add here? Think it's perfect? Well, I appreciate that. Maybe display the name of the VTuber whose evidence was submitted on that day to the calendar. I don't want to get the calendar too crowded, but if we submit evidence, like, I'll submit evidence of myself on today, and I will grab a tweet from today. We definitely had an unhinged rant today. So obviously it's peak fertility today. So when I'm I am in your way. I am so sorry. So hang on. Give me 1 second to move myself. Boop. All right. So we come on down here. And we have... It shows my name. And it shows the pink dot. Yeah. So we're already good. I'll just move myself back. Yeah. So we are already good. Now let me come here. Oop, that's the wrong button. Cleared. Okay. So yeah, that is our website. I genuinely cannot think of another thing that we should be adding here. Like this kind of feels like it's already sort of peak. Now, what's the font we're using? That is a delightful question. Because I have no clue. It looks like a Google API font. Oh, there we go. So we got Courier Prime is our main one. Comic Sans? No. No. This is a parody. This is unserious. I refuse to debase myself and use Comic Sans. There is a line I will not cross. I will do so many things. I will swap to a sans serif font. I will use serif fonts. I will do so many things. I will not use Comic Sans. No. Absolutely not. It would be insanely funny. It would be insanely painful. Like, so we know if you look at the website, the poll could have 100,000 people saying Comic Sans, and I would not listen to it. But we know by looking carefully at the website that it is not a serious website. But at the same time, I also want it to be that you need to take that look. You need to spend the time looking to know that this is not a serious website. Like, I don't want it to just be that you look at it, oh, okay, this isn't serious. No, I want you to actually have to look at it and think about it in order to know. That is another element of the parody. Oh my god. You managed to bait multiple a second unhinged rant out of me. I mean, I genuinely do not care what the outcome is. Like the outcome of this poll has no bearing whatsoever on the font that we are going to be using. Yeah, that is, you know what? It is absolutely wonderful that the poll said Comic Sans and that you rigged it, Wraith. Absolutely wonderful. Does not change anything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My Twitter posts might be escaping containment. Uh-oh. Ain't that a good thing? Yeah. No, it is. It is. I just got pinged. Somebody is freaking the fuck out over this in Spanish. I love it. Oh, there is nothing that brings me more joy. Like I'm gonna be so honest. If people get pissed about this, if they get upset about it, good. I am accomplishing my goal. Well, I mean, it's just one. Like, so far it's just one person, but they're a person with a lot of people following them. So it is currently unknown if it is going to do anything, but it might. Can I change the Comic Sans just to see? Here. You will need to translate to English unless you speak Spanish. But all right. There you go. There you go. There you go. Happy? Are you happy now? This is good? No, this is painful. This hurts. This hurts so badly to look at. Have to admit, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, I will agree, it is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. However, that is at least 43% because of how bad I thought it was going to be and not because it's good. Yeah, it's pretty bad. The gradient makes it beautiful. The gradient doesn't depend on Comic Sans. Like, we still have... Oh my god, it didn't even revert the fonts right. No, hang on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. You hear the panic in your voice there for a second? Yeah. So, we were talking about the power of vibe coding. Here's the other side of vibe coding. I told it to revert the fonts and it didn't fucking revert them properly. Comic Sans wears gradient better than the other font. I hate that I cannot disagree with that statement. Like, I want to find a reason that that statement is wrong, but I can't. Like, I want that statement to be wrong so badly. Two unhinged rants in one stream. Oh god, you are... Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Alright. So... Anyway, I think we're done. Like, I think that's the website. We're going to need to think about a domain. Yeah, we're going to need to think about a domain here. because right now I'm just running this on localhost for obvious reasons. But we need a good name. So the current VTuber ovulation tracker is ovu.mo. MVFI? MVFI sounds aggressively scientific, and I kind of fuck with that. Like... Oh. Let's not do that. I mean, we could just do... we cannot do MVFI.com. That is actually a real website. Like, that is actually somebody's real, actual business. It is. It is a valve and fitting company based in Michigan in the United States. So MVFI.com is off the table. MVFI.org is possible. uwu.mo. Wait, what about... Hang on. What about MVFI.mo? Although uwu.mo is pretty good. That is pretty good. Can we get a dot whatever? I mean, I'm sure we can. uwu.mo is taken? That's unfortunate. MVFI.nia. Ooh, that's another good one. Hang on. Alright, so unfortunately .nia is not a recognized top-level domain. So we won't be able to do that. I mean, uwu.mo is taken by someone who's not using it the way we are. Yeah, I'm sorry, Soneko. You almost won with that suggestion if it was possible. So currently the leader in my book is MVFI.mo. MVFI.mo is available. I just looked it up. I am so glad some random person is tweeting about this stream. That makes me very, very happy. Oh. Okay. The chances of somebody sniping it is effectively 0. Let's be so real right now. Yeah, you got me to go on a rant about Comic Sans. Alright, I am going to be starting to prepare to actually deploy this. I'm gonna be so real. This is going to be we're actually going to be putting this on the internet so that you or anybody else can go and upload to it. Depending on how long it's gonna take, I may or may not be able to do it live. Yeah, I'll be dropping a ping on Discord. Assuming I can't do it in the next 45 minutes. Now, we are... Oh, hang on. I mean, it shouldn't take terribly long. The parts that could potentially take longer are is how difficult it's going to be to set up the database so that it's persistent. Register. Oh no. Okay. Slight hiccup. Slight hiccup. So I was going to use Cloudflare because despite my repeated rants and complaints about Cloudflare, they are not able to do the .moe extension. Or not domain. So we're taking a step back slightly to the drawing board here. Let's see. Alternative. Does it have to be Cloudflare? No, it doesn't have to be. The thing that I want from it though is free Whois protection. Like I don't want to run a risk of like somebody going and Arch, you don't know what we've been doing? Take a look at the screen. We have been making a parody website of the ovulation tracker. Yeah, this is going to be more than I want to do on stream anyway. Like, I'm looking at all the steps I'm going to need to do, and it is definitely going to be more than I want to do on stream. I feel like it just clicked for Arch. Like, I feel like it just clicked what's going on. All right. Hope it takes off. It would be insanely funny. Right? I hope so, too. That would be very, very nice. Because I hope it's not that it just takes off. I hope it also makes people feel uncomfortable. Like I hope that the people who like created the ovulation tracker, and the people who are uploading stuff to the ovulation tracker, and not the people who are like doing it as a joke and all that, but like the people who are taking it seriously, I hope they feel a little bit uncomfortable when they look at this. Like, I want them to feel like there's something wrong with it. Because that's really the point. Like, the point isn't to track anything about anybody. It's not to be serious. The point is, you know what? If you're going to go ahead and track women's periods, Do you feel comfortable with it when it's focused on you? When it's about you? And if you don't, why? Think about it. Like that's the whole point of parody. That's the whole idea behind it. Like, art comforts the disturbs and disturbs the comforted. That, I don't know who said that quote, but I like it. Oh my god, my eye is so fucking itchy. This needs to be on the website somewhere? That's doable. Hang on. Give me one sec. It is often attributed to poet Caesar A. Cruz. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, and that Twitter, that person on Twitter, they're getting replies to their posts. They're like taking this seriously. Oh, it's so good. All right. So, yeah, we will add that quote to the bottom of the website. You can't see it because of all of my shit, but we're going to add it to the bottom of the site so that when you scroll all the way down, that is the last thing you see on the site. And let's make sure that nothing is broken or destroyed because of this update. Perfect. And now we have your quote at the bottom. It is an excellent quote. Thank you for that, Seneko. All right. Ugh. I think we did good today. I am entirely too happy with how this looks now. Why doesn't Twitter let you auto-translate the replies? I don't know. I genuinely don't. You probably have to just open it up. Yeah, There are clearly some people who are taking it more seriously than it's intended, which is also kind of the intention. It's weird. It's weird. Alright. I think we will wrap it up early today. And I will work on getting this deployed. Keep an eye out on Discord for a ping when it is live. If you are not on Discord, go ahead and join Discord. Be on the lookout for a ping when this goes live. I will also post it on Twitter and on Blue Sky. Make sure that you are ready for when I ping, because we are going to start adding evidence. I will probably add evidence of myself. It sounds like Wraith is going to add evidence of me. We're going to have a great time with it. In the meantime, we are going to raid my friend's sister. We're going to raid Nixtalgia. We have raided her before. She is delightfully fun. She is a flesh tuber, but her sister is Mako, the person who did the art for the model and did the art for a bunch of my emotes. So please, please, please show her some love. And I will see you all tomorrow when we're going to be playing... What did I say we're playing tomorrow? Oh, we're playing Cyberpunk tomorrow. We will be doing Phantom Liberty content tomorrow. We just have like 1 or 2 missions we have to do to unlock it. Anyways, everybody have a wonderful night. I will see you tomorrow. I will try to get the website live tonight. Bye-bye.